Okay, so I'm back to make another video. Last night I left on off for YouTube and someone commented on my other video saying that I haven't actually even posted who I thought was going to win the Royal Rumble, which I thought was pretty crazy since I was on the topic of it all. Yeah, I really don't know who's going to win the Royal Rumble this year. It's only 2 weeks away and no one's really been given the advantage over anyone, so I think potentially anyone's possible. I don't know who has more potential over anyone else really. I think Sheamus might be a key contender just because of Triple H and his build up for him to come back maybe. As you know, Triple H likes to kind of glory hog main event as well as John Cena, but I don't think their match would be for the championship if they do have a rematch at WrestleMania. It seems to be the only match that's really set up for WrestleMania as well as Triple H and Sheamus round 2. I think Punk might be a contender, but I don't think he will win. I'm not really sure who's going to win, to be honest. I've been asked this so many times, but it's just simple principle of who do they want to be pushed over everyone else. I think Christian will never get a push as long as McMahon's in power, just simply because he doesn't like him. And if you don't like him, then tough luck really. Not going to get anywhere in the business, I guess. Which is unfortunate because every fan wants to see Edge versus Christian. So, in a big match status kind of thing. I don't think a lot of I think a lot of people are going to be contenders, but it's all about who they push over anyone else. I would like to think that 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 they would push a lot of the rising superstars over anyone else. It's got to be the shocker of 10 years. It's like the last predictable Rumble. The unpredictable Rumble was like 2000. I mean, no one really knew The Rock was going to win. So, ever since that, it's kind of been a bit predictable who's going to win. Yeah, I think it should be a rising superstar who should win. Maybe a Drew McIntyre, maybe, or Alberto Del Rio. A lot of people talk about him and his talent to win, which I don't dismay. I don't think he's ready yet for the main event, but he could win anyway. He's fast rising superstar anyway. They seem to be pushing him very quickly to be up in the top. They could lay back on Swagger again. Like this time last year, he had exactly the same rap, and then all of a sudden he won Money in the Bank at WrestleMania, which made everyone jump a bit, made everyone a bit surprised. Could be Swagger, but I doubt it very much. Who else is there? I think Kofi Kingston's a bit boring now. All he did in 2010 was go for the Intercontinental title. After coming off a feud with Orton, which I thought was a bit cruel to Kofi, to be honest. I think they should have given him more potential. Yeah. There is obviously Taken Barrett's been talked about, as I talked about in the other video from yesterday. Christian Jericho. Jericho. I don't think Jericho will return and win, simply because McMahon's not happy with him with taking time out for Fozzy. He's going to hold a grudge for Jericho for at least a year, like he did with Punk, which I still think he's holding a grudge with Punk still, for what he said about Cena. Yeah, I think this year is not very predictable because they don't really know themselves. If they don't know themselves, then they don't let the audience know until they decide on the night, really. Because plans change all the time, so whoever wins, wins kind of like, they think they even get told themselves into the night sometimes. Um, like with Edge last year, everyone knew Edge was going to win, simply because they sort of just roughly guessed when he would be back. Um, and when I'm when I'm on the subject of Edge, I don't think he's actually had a good match in 2010 at all, and I'm a big Edge fan. And I think there's not really been a high quality match he's performed in, and if he has, it's been because of the other wrestler, not because of him, which is a shame because Edge is a class superstar, but I think he's just protecting himself a little bit. Um, but yeah, back to the Rumble. I think there's no particular person I think is going to win. Like, I don't know who's going to win. Basically, I haven't really thought about it. Try not to give it too much thought because thinking about it makes you lose the perspective on what they actually want you to enjoy. So, 30 men in the Rumble. How many people do you expect to return? That's the question. How many people do you reckon would do good? That's another question. Do we expect to see Beth Phoenix in the Rumble again? Probably not, but yeah, I expect a lot of rising superstars to do well, but it just depends who they are liking at the moment. But like, McMahon's really high on McIntyre, so McIntyre could be a good pick to win. I think Basil would be really happy with that one, with me saying that he's gonna win McIntyre, as he'd probably agree with me. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a tough one this year to pick. So yeah. So to answer your question, I don't know who's gonna win the Royal Rumble. There's a lot of people who's in the talks, but I think it's a bit up in the air, and it could be John Morrison's year, maybe. But yet again, do they want to push Morrison? Because it didn't really seem like they wanted to. We're giving a rematch on pay-per-view at Rumble, so they're going with the established superstars rather than building a superstar again. But then again, they are giving Dolph the chance, so it's a bit of give and take, I suppose. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the Rumble. I think it could be a good start to the year. If it starts off like TNA, unpredictable, when it comes to Anderson winning the championship, then it could be very, very interesting year for WWE to try and keep up with TNA. Well, they don't really need to try, I suppose, sometimes. But what I mean is star quality matches, not storylines or anything like that. Um, so yeah, subscribe to my page if you want to. Add me on Facebook. There'll be a link underneath. I will probably upload a video soon with my wrestling collection, but don't know when I'll do that. But yeah, that's who I think is going to win the Royal Rumble. I have no idea, which is quite a good pick because it's more unpredictable for me as a viewing audience member, so I don't mind that. Tell me who you think is going to win the Royal Rumble. Love to hear from you. And yeah, talk to you soon.